last stay? Don't you feel it forms a prominent part of your trip? In times of staycation, the stays are the epicenter of our travel plans. Since it's the stays where we enjoy having meals, engaging in recreational activities whenever we take a break from our work. They are now more than just a place to sleep.
I've been traveling since the age of 3, and ever since then it has been at least a biannual event. I've covered over 100 plus cities and have stayed in at least 80 plus properties over a span of 20 years. Since Insta wasn't there, hence I thought of revisiting some past locations.
I'm a data analyst at a MNC and a wildlife enthusiast. I believe my knowledge in reptiles flora will definitely come in handy. I'll try to share my experience as a newbie traveler here. Tag along with us on this journey of experiential traveling where we discover exquisite stay, delicious food and less traveled places.
In this very first episode, we'd like to talk about our visit to Bir in April, a rural village located in the west of Joginder Valley of Himachal Pradesh. It's also a place of Tibetan refugee settlement along with being popular for paragliding in India and abroad. तो हम लोग अपनी प्रॉपर्टी से निकल चुके हैं, which is Maison BIR, and हम अभी पहुँचे हैं जहाँ पर हम फॉर्म फिलिंग कर रहे हैं. And this form is a very hilarious form for both of us. Someone who recently got married and they are just writing it कि अच्छा हम दोनों निमट गए, तो it's more of an Indian kind of a thing कि जिएंगे साथ साथ मरेंगे साथ साथ वाला scene. So that's why we both are doing this paragliding together. And the most important thing is that हम दोनों का first time है. So let's see how it goes. So with this I'll just fill up my form and then we'll take the ride and we'll start again. So we've reached the paragliding site. And just in about few minutes हम लोग यहाँ से start करने वाले हैं. तो अभी हम लोग just taking a look at how it needs to be done. Super excited?
Yep.
She isn't interested at all, let me tell you. I'm just making her do things. One of my ways, That's how you travel with me. She's about to learn this because this is just the start. Our first trip where we actually are vlogging and
Yeah, I guess.
many more to come. She wouldn't agree to that as well. So yeah. So something she's interested in this is this cute dog. And you should see her playing. That's what interests her. Like there are people paragliding here and here she is. So much interested. Look at the view and look at her. Billing is the world's second highest paragliding takeoff site. Located around 18 kilometers from Bir, it will take at least an hour to get there. During summer months, I'd prefer to book an evening slot because the sunset is dreamlike. Also for that you need to leave by 4 pm since evenings are crowded. Well, for us, we opted for the 8 am slot, hence it wasn't crowded and we had plenty of time to gel with the process.
Also, most of the companies don't take advance for booking, and the price is now fixed at 3500 with a GoPro video. And it costs 200 per person to get your landing photos, for which you don't have to book the cameraman as they would have already taken your photos.
Our GoPro videos weren't satisfactory at all. Hence, you should inquire about the GoPro models before. Also, make them switch to high quality videos before and check if the lens is clean properly. High quality video will be as high as 6 to 8 GB for sure. Make sure that you have sufficient space in your phone before. The glide lasts for around 15 to 25 minutes depending on the air condition. Also, some pilots charge extra for stunts, which I believe make you come down faster. Also, not every pilot will ask you for the stunt, as not everyone knows how to pull that off. After this, we were craving for a delicious breakfast at Maison BIR, prepared by Preeti, who's not just an excellent self-taught chef, but also the owner of this boutique B&B. But before we give you the property tour, we decided to head out.
Now you must be wondering where we are heading to. It's Bangoru Waterfall located in the Gunehar village. Also, here's something you should know. There are two waterfalls in Gunehar village, Bangoru and Gunehar waterfalls. And we were supposed to visit Gunehar but ended up visiting Bangoru instead, which no doubt was totally worth it. And what's hilarious about this is that we figured this out at least a month later.
The drive is a bit, rough. Terrain sahi nahi hai. So if you are comfortable with your driving your car in such uneven terrains, so I would recommend you. And location say 1.1 kilometer pehle we had taken the parking wala area, and our car is still reserved there, and rest 1.1 kilometers is what we are going to trek. The trek till now isn't that hard, and you may take a guide or you may not take a guide, that is up to you. The rates are very dicey and all, and thanks to one of the general store guy, he helped us with the route. The route is pretty much clear, and आगे अभी हम देखेंगे. I think we must have cleared about half of our way, and the half still is left.
Also, you should take the guide if there's only two of you, because the path becomes really tricky and absolutely harder as you proceed further. The guides usually know what rock to put your feet on, and they can navigate through the rock easily, resulting in zero injuries. One mistake we made was we hadn't carried any raincoat there, and therefore we were unable to go near the waterfall for a longer duration since air was freezing us. going early morning as you can then shoot long expo shots and you won't find anyone bathing there. We tried Maggie and chai there and honestly it wasn't that great. Before we call this day off, let's just give you the much awaited property tour. La Maison is French for the home, and this place definitely imparts you the vibe of home sweet home. For instance, you're supposed to leave your footwear outside, which keeps the indoors squeaky clean. It's ideal for vacation and it's pretty silent here. You get a home cooked meal for breakfast. You can perform puja in the puja ghar. The owner makes sure that you meet and greet other residents to exchange pleasantries.
La Maison offers 6 rooms, each one belonging to the deluxe category. The rooms are artfully crafted and offer a cozy vibe. You can even book the whole property, which is definitely suitable for larger family size for events provided you have the owner's consent. They allow couples only. Backpackers and solo travelers should avoid this. Well, bathroom is of the decent size with all the preferable amenities. The first floor has a common area as well, which is aesthetically designed. I'm taking these mandala designs with me home for sure. The furniture has been custom made and procured from parts of North India. Preeti and Ranjit have actually designed this space from scratch and they've done a great job at it.
La Maison is ideal for vacation and a heaven for bookworms. Balcony gives you a view of nearby fields and Dhauladhar ranges. You can view the sunrise from the terrace. Oh, would love to fly a drone here someday. One can roam in these fields and taste wild berries nearby. A la carte breakfast is a highlight as it is a means of interacting with other guests and an opportunity to try some delectables offerings from Preeti. During our stay, we tried pancakes, bangan bhaja, siddhus and cookies from Adarsh Bakery. We specially visited that and bought some cookies for our family and friends. The bottom line is, when in Bir, one must definitely stay at La Maison and enjoy their hospitality. You will love it.
After witnessing this sunrise from La Maison's terrace, it was time for us to head over to the place popular for its tea gardens. The drive is scenic. One can see tree canopies all along the way. You even get to drive past massive tea gardens.
We are visiting Vati Estate here because we wanted to visit their factory to witness the tea making process and enjoy our first tea tasting experience. It was about 26 kilometers from La Maison. One can witness a wide variety of blends they offer. We bought ticket costing 200 per person, which include tea tasting, tea garden tour and the factory tour. The duration of the tour is 1 hour. You can roam in the tea gardens for free of cost, but other experiences are chargeable as mentioned. Vati Estates was originally founded by the British and now belong to the Prakash family in 1953. The guided tour mainly talks about the process of cultivation, showcasing what sort of leaves are plucked, some historical facts about tea, and debunk some myths as well. In the factory, one can witness the crushing, withering processes and the root difference between blends are told. In the tea gardens, you can see the laborer picking up the leaves. No cameras are allowed inside the factory, hence we have zero footage of the same. But I must say, the premises are actually tidy and one should definitely take this tour.
It was now time for the tea tasting experience. We were standing before at least 20 to 25 plants, and let me tell you that I've hardly drank chai in my life. I was a bit thrilled.
While I, on the other hand, wasn't new to this and was looking forward to it.
My favorite pick was lemongrass and cinnamon tea. What about you, Gunjan?
Well, as I told you before, I have been consuming lemongrass, tulsi, and cinnamon since my college days. But well, it wasn't out of some packed stuff. I used to procure these ingredients first and then homebrew it. It's refreshing and it's a definitely cheaper and healthier option than coffee or other things.
Please note that they haven't added milk to these teas. It was now time for us to visit the tea room at Wah. Well, it was the sole reason we visited the Wah tea factory for. The tea room at Wah has been owned by a female entrepreneur for over 2 decades. And the food offered might seem a little expensive, but it was totally worth it. We had sandwiches, pasta, and shakes. For tea lovers, you have plenty of options to choose from. Well, on our way out, we came across this old man with his family making some baskets. They were really great in design and cheaper in cost. Also, he wouldn't display his technique for the camera, so we shot what we could. And I would definitely recommend this. The only thing was we weren't having any space in our car, so we weren't able to bought any. But if we had the space, we would have definitely bought some.
Tsering Jong Monastery is a Buddhist temple located in the Bir market, just a few hundred meters away from the tea garden park. The moment I stepped in, I was enthralled by its vibrancy and Tibetan style architecture. A huge field adorned with Buddhist flags is just located outside this monastery. This would definitely help you since the location on the map isn't perfectly marked. You should definitely come and visit this as this monastery is totally Instagrammable. You would need at least 1 to 2 hours to visit this place, and if you're lucky, you might find some ducks as well. Well, which we totally missed.
The last thing on our list was Palpung Sherabling Monastery, which we definitely had a hard time finding. But before that, we came across the Scenic Bhattu road where we halted to click some amazing photos. Also, the landscape was daunting, and let me tell you, we discovered this mistakenly. After this, we headed over to the monastery, but it was closed, so we thought of visiting the Stupas instead. In order to reach there, we gave a lift to the monk who guided us because the maps went nuts. The Stupas were less crowded, and we managed to click some photos before the sunlight ran out. Also, we watched the sunset from the Palpung Sherabling Stupas.
Well, we can't say that this is all about beer, but we can definitely say that this itinerary is perfect for a weekend trip.
This is all from the pilot episode of India's most amazing vacation stays. Don't forget to hit the like button and share this with your friends and family. If you're new to our channel, then please subscribe to our channel. It would really mean a lot.
See you soon with another video at some another wonderful stay.